Hi everyone, welcome to Mr. B's Learning Channel. In this video, we are going to discuss these questions, and towards the end, we will discuss what is second derivative. At the end of this video, you will see that. Okay, let us start with the first question. Okay, here we can see that denominator is there in terms of x. So I told you, you have to change it. And this one we can easily change it, since denominator contain only a single term. We call it monomial. Single term, we can separate it like this. Y is equal to x cubed divided by x to the power 4 plus x squared divided by x to the power 4 plus x divided by x to the power 4. Because it's a common denominator, that is a monomial, a single term. That is why we can separate it. Now, I can take it up because I have to. Denominator, we cannot differentiate if denominator is there. So I'm taking this one up. So it's going to be, you know, the exponential rule. When divided with the same base, powers will be subtracted. You know that one. Let me go straight to that. That is 3 minus 4 plus here x to the power, numerator power is 2 minus denominator power plus numerator power is 1 minus denominator power. See, still I, even now also I didn't differentiate. That is why I'm writing still y here. That is x to the power minus 1 plus x to the power minus 2 plus x to the power minus 3. Now this one is ready for differentiation. So all these simplifications, you have to do it. Now this is ready for differentiation. So I'm differentiating. That is dy by dx is going to be minus 1 x to the power minus 1 plus second term power is minus 2. Write that one first. Then very same power minus 1. Third term power is minus 3. Write that one first. Then x to the power minus 3 minus 1. That is minus x to the power minus 2. Then simplification. Then minus 2 times x to the power minus 3 times x to the power minus 4. Clear. So we are done. Now don't leave the answer with the negative power. So here what will happen? Minus 1 will be there. Denominator x to the power 2. Just to go down. Here plus minus 2 will be there. Then x to the power 3. It will go down. Then minus 3 will be there in the numerator. Then x to the power minus 4 will go down to change the negative power. So x to the power 4. So this is the final answer. Now we can go to the next question. Here also denominator is there, but it is not a monomial, it is binomial. So you cannot, it is possible to separate, but things are going to be complicated. Such a situation, if you see a binomial is there in the denominator, go to the numerator and check, is it possible to factorize? Then you can cancel it, you understand? So y is equal to s, that one we can factorize. Because it's a simple quadratic expression, we can open two bracket with the x, then think for two numbers, multiply, you have to get 8, and add, you have to get 6. What are those two numbers? Plus 4, plus 2, isn't it? So we factorized. See, one of the factor in the numerator same like denominator. So we can cancel it, isn't it? So when you simplify this one, the question become like this, very simple linear one. In fact, these two are same. So the first two, the question I simplified, I got x plus 4. Now I can differentiate. So when I differentiate, it is very easily we can differentiate. We don't need to differentiate this one. Now instead of this, we can differentiate. That is dy by dx is going to be x become 1 plus 4 becomes 0. So the final answer is 1. Is it clear? Now we can go to next question. Here bracket is a problem. So how do we open the bracket? Just open the bracket, then differentiate. If bracket is there, you have to open this. So let me write f of x. Still it is f of x. I'm going to open this bracket. Let me use FOIL method. And then x minus 3 over x. Square we can write like this. Base we can write 2 times. Now I'm going to multiply x times x square. X times minus 3 over x means x cancel, you will get minus 3. Then minus 3 over x times x, again x cancel, you will get minus 3. Then minus 3 over x is going to multiply the very same thing. Since both are negative, it's going to be positive 9 over x square. So it's going to be x square minus 6 plus 9 over x square, right? So that is still our f of x. Now, is it possible to differentiate? No. Again, what is the problem here? Denominator. Last term having the denominator x square, so that you have to change it. Now you know how to change it. That is x square minus 6 plus 9 times x to the power minus 2. It has to go up, right? So what will happen? The sign of the power will change. This thing is ready for differentiation. Now I am differentiating, so f of x is there, so I can write f dash x. Okay, instead of f dash x, even if you write dy by dx, there is no problem. X square become 2x to the power 2 minus 1 minus this term 6 going to be 0 plus 9 times minus 2x to the power minus 2 minus 1. See, I'm done differentiation, right? Now I have to arrange it, I have to simplify. That is f dash x is equal to first term, what you get? 2x. Then second term 0, you don't need to write it. Third term plus 9 times minus 2 is going to be minus 18. Then x to the power minus 3. See, this is the answer. Still there is a problem, my negative power. That you know how to change it now, isn't it? 2x minus 18 divided by x to the power 3. So we are done. Is it clear? Okay, now we can go to next question. A root is there. How do you differentiate? You know how to change it. So I have to arrange it. That is f of x is equal to cube root. Cube root, how do you change it? The inside the root thing, write it first. That is x square. Then use a bracket. Then cube root is going to be 1 over 3. Isn't it? Why did I use a bracket? Because inside the item, that is that x square, it got a power. That is why I use a bracket, because those powers you have to do something. I will show you in the next step. Plus here also second term also x is there, x term is there in the denominator. So x and the power will go up. That is 1 times x to the power minus 4, leaving 4 alone here in the denominator. Now I have to open the bracket because two powers are there, one power inside and one power outside. So when you open the bracket, you have to multiply. So it's going to be x to the power 2 over 3. 2 times 1 over 3 is 2 over 3. Plus x to the power minus 4 divided by 4. That is our f of x. Now this one is ready for differentiation because I changed all the problems which is stopping to differentiate, that is root and denominator. So both terms I change it. Now we can see that it is ready. Now we can differentiate. So the left hand side is become f dash x. Right hand side, term by term we can differentiate. You need power. What is the power here? X with the power 2 over 3. Write it 2 over 3 first. Then x to the power 2 over 3 minus 1 plus this one, what is the power of x? Minus 4. Write it. X to the power, same power, minus 1 divided by 4. Coefficients, just leave it as it is. Don't differentiate, okay? Yeah, so it's going to be final answer is not final answer. Let me check whether I need to simplify it again. X to the power 2 over 3 minus 1. So it's going to be minus 1 over 3, right? Then minus 4 x to the power minus 5 divided by 4. Okay, you can see that this 4 and 4 going to be cancelled, isn't it? 4 and 4 going to be cancelled. So the final answer is 2 over 3, that x to the power minus 1 over 3 will go down to make the positive power, that is x to the power 1 over 3 minus x to the power minus 5 will go down, leaving 1 there. x to the power 5. So this is the final answer. Clear? Then we can go to the next question. Here also denominator is there, root is there, So let me change the root first. That is y is equal to x to the power, 2 times x to the power half minus 5x square divided by x to the power half. Now the denominator, since we can see only a single term, monomial is there, so we can separate it. That is easy. That is quite easy. That is y is equal to 2x to the power half divided by x to the power half minus 5x square divided by x to the power half. A single term is there in the denominator, just separate it, then do it. That is very easy. Now we can use the rules of exponential, that is the bases are same. When you divide it, subtract the power, you know that. So let me write it, that is 2x to the power half minus half, or you can cancel it straight, there's no problem. Minus 5x to the power 2 minus half. When it goes up, what will happen is going to be minus, or we are dividing exponential with the same base. We can see that same base means powers will be subtracted, you know that. So y is equal to 2 times x to the power 0 minus 5 times x to the power 2 minus, that is 3 over 2, isn't it? Minus half is 3 over 2. Right. Now you have to differentiate. It is ready for differentiation. Okay, now then you simplify. Y is equal to 2 times x to the power 0 minus 5 times x to the power 2 minus half is 3. 2 minus half is 3 over 2. That is y is equal to 2 times x to the power 0 is 1 minus 5 x to the power 3 by 2. Isn't it? Now this is ready for differentiation. So up to these steps I was arranging this one in such a way that I can differentiate. Many problems were there, denominator, root, I changed everything. Now I can differentiate, right? So I'm going to differentiate. What happened? Y become dy by dx is equal to 2 becomes 0 minus 5 times power is 3 by 2, write it first, then x to the very same power minus 1. So we are done differentiation. Now simplify. That is, it's going to be minus 15 over 2. 5 minus 5 times 3, 15 over 2, x to the power 1 over 2, isn't it? 1 over 2. So I think we are done because there is no negative power. So just leave it. This is the answer. It's clear? Yeah. Now move to the next question. Here also we can see the problems. Root is there, denominator is there. Then look at the last term. Last term is constant because there is no x. After the differentiation, that is going to be 0. Don't worry about that because pi is there. So maybe some of you will be panicking when you see pi there. What must I do? As long as there is no x means that is constant. After the differentiation, it is going to be 0. Don't worry about that. Just change other two terms in such a way that you can differentiate easily. That is why I'm still writing y here. This is going to be x to the power 3 all to the power 1 over 2 minus 5 times x will go up x to the power minus 1 plus just leave it this constant as it is. Now again simplify, that is x to the power, opening the bracket, is going to be 3 by 2. 3 is multiplying 1 over 2 minus 5 to the power 5 times x to the power minus 1 plus half pi. This is ready for differentiation because we can't see any bracket there, we can't see any denominator in terms of x, and we can't see any root there. So this is ready for differentiation. Now differentiate, just differentiate. Y become dy by dx is going to be, this is going to be 3 by 2 x to the power 3 by 2 minus 1 minus 5 times minus 1 x to the power minus 1 plus this is going to be 0. So we are done differentiation. Now arrange it. that is 3 over 2 x to the power 3 by 2 minus 1 is going to be 1 over 2. If you have a problem in that subtracting, just use the calculator. Minus 5 times minus 1 is plus 5 x to the power minus 2. Clear? So we can see what the negative power, we can change it, that is 3 by 2 x to the power half. We can write it x to the power half, or even if you write square root of x, there's no problem. Plus 5 divided by x square. This is the answer. Is clear? Now we can move to next one. See, this is a second derivatives. Second derivatives. What do you mean by second derivative? Second derivative means you are differentiating twice. First differentiate, then differentiate once again. It's a very simple thing. Only you need to know the idea. Second derivative means you are differentiating twice with the same function. So I will show you that. Y is given. First you have to find dy by dx. Because y is given. So what is dy by dx? Straight away we can differentiate, because there is no bracket, there is no denominator in terms of x, and there is no root. So I'm differentiating x cube become 3x square. I'm just writing like this. I hope you know, because power is 3 minus 1. So I'm just writing 2. Once you are good in this one, don't write 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1. That minus 1 things in the differentiation, that rules for differentiation. Just straight away we can write the answer. Plus 2 times x square become 2x. Do you understand? That is 2x to the power 2 minus 1. Plus 3 times x become 1. Right? Then the last term is 0. So it's going to be 3x square plus 4x plus 3. See, we are done. So in always, when you differentiate a cubic function or a cubic expression, you will get what? A quadratic. That's how. When you differentiate, it is stepping down. You can see the powers are decreasing. Now I'm going to differentiate this dy by dx, that is this one again. So the notation is d square y by dx square. That is a second derivative. We need the second derivative when it comes to cubic graph. That I will tell you in the following videos. So it's going to be what? Just differentiate this one. The one that you differentiated already. So it's going to be 3 times x square become 2x. 4 times x become 1 plus 0. See, we'll get what? 6x plus 4. See, we end up getting a linear one. We started with a cubic, then quadratic, then linear. So the second derivative is a linear one. Do you understand? Now the next one is what? Yeah. This one, you won't get always x as a variable. Sometimes, other variables are also there. Some p is there, t is there, u is there. Just I wanted to show you in case if you get another variable, how do you differentiate? Same like if x is there, what you do? Just do it for u. That's the only thing. I want to show you. So I'm going to differentiate. So this one is ready for differentiation. There is no bracket. Those things are not there. So I'm differentiating. So v become dv over du. Do you understand? Because this is a function in terms of u. That is why I wrote du. So it's going to be 2 times u square become 2u plus 3 times u become 1. If x is there, you will write 1, isn't it? Similarly, if u is there, write 1 there. So the final answer is 4u plus 3. So we are done. Is it clear? Okay, there are many questions like this in your textbooks. So keep on practicing that. Okay. Hope you have enjoyed this video. In my next video, we will discuss how do we find the equation of a tangent and the point of contact. Please keep on supporting my channel. Wait for my next video. See you then. Bye-bye.